I bit. Welcome back to another episode of Toxiris Rates. We got the 18th episode today, so let's get right into it. We got some singles and some albums today, as always. I think today we got more singles, but we'll see about that. Wait, hold on. Before we get into the video, you're not subscribed yet? You haven't liked yet? You don't follow me on IG? Damn, bruh. Come on. Do at least one of those things. I don't care all of them, but links in the description for all of my social media. That like button is literally below the fucking video. Same with the subscribe button though. So do that. Have fun with the video. We're starting off with the single by Lil Irrelevant, aka Lil Pump, and Tory Lanez called Racks to the Ceiling. Well, not much to say about it. It's a pretty, I feel like this single is like the definition of Lil Pump trying to recreate what he had going in 2018, 2017, and he fails miserably, in my opinion. I feel like the only good quality this track has is Tory Lanez, and Tory Lanez does well, don't get me wrong, but he doesn't like do enough to carry that track and to make it enjoyable while still having Lil Pump on that track, who just doesn't perform. And the beat is nothing special either. It's just a pretty song. Then we got NLE Choppa, and I think the overall this track is pretty okay. I think that sample in the background, or I think that's him just singing and that sampled in the background, I think that's pretty interesting. I appreciate it and I enjoyed that. But other than that, the track was just what you expect from an NLE Choppa song. Nothing great. I wouldn't say one of his best track. I wouldn't say one of his worst either. But a pretty solid NLE Choppa track. Just that sampling of the voice, that was pretty interesting. Then we got Denzel Curry, The Game. I really like that hook, first of all. And overall, I feel like this is kind of a return to old form for Denzel. I really enjoyed his projects like Taboo and Imperial. I did like Zoo and Unlock too, just not as much. And this is kind of, I don't know, I feel like this is giving me like that old vibe again, and I really enjoyed it. So I fuck with that. I love this track. It's a great track. Then we got Leray. Okay, yeah. I take back what I said about Leray. Look, that project I heard was great, or was very good at least. But this single and the ones she released recently, yo, this has the substance of a McDonald's burger. Like, what the fuck? Like, nah, bruh. So it's 1 minute 40, and literally, no, this went. Okay, just to give you a perspective on this, this went by so fast and was so empty. I had to listen again to fully like right after I heard it. I had to listen again to be like, wait, what did I just listen to? I just couldn't remember, and that's like 2 seconds after the song finished. So that's how you know this shit is empty as hell. Trash ass song. Leray is not on a good streak right now. That's all I'm saying. Then we got One in a Million by Hotboii. I cannot put the cover art because I couldn't find it anywhere somehow. So this, you just see pic of Hotboii's delicious hair. Yeah, this is a pretty good track. I feel like Hotboii been releasing a lot of singles recently that all have had the same quality. Pretty good, pretty enjoyable for a couple listens, but nothing that really stands out to me. The beat is pretty standard, so I didn't really find anything of it like really intriguing or like very interesting. So yeah, with that being said, we're getting into the projects. First project we got Benny the Butcher, Pyrex, Picasso. This is, I don't know, the second or the third project Benny is dropping this year, and it's absolutely good. But I would argue it's the worst one he dropped this year. I just don't like the production as much. I remember the last project he dropped with Harry Fraud. I just really love Harry Fraud's production. And this project just doesn't have that standard production. Maybe it's the same producer, but I just don't like the beats as much. It's just I don't enjoy the type of production he chose on this project as much as on previous. Other than that, I think the title song Pyrex Picasso is amazing. That's the only single leading up to this project, and I think they picked it well. I think it might be the best track on the project, and yeah, overall it's just a good track and a good project. So yeah, check it out if you like anything like Griselda or Benny the Butcher. Then we got another project by uicideboys. Long-term effects of suffering. Well, they got a couple weird ass song titles in here. I'm not gonna read them out. I'm not gonna put them on screen. Y'all can look it up for yourself. But yeah, overall this project is, I don't know. I feel like uicideboys project always have to age for me, because like their latest project, when I first heard it, I hated it, and now I actually enjoyed it quite a lot. So I think this has to age for me personally, but it's pretty good. It could be worse, and yeah, I feel like on this project usually I prefer Ruby, but like on this project I gotta say Scrim did his part. Like I really enjoyed his verses on here. Other than that, pretty solid project, but I'd say one of their worst ones just based off these first impressions. Then as the next project, we got yeah, we got it. We got the end of an era, Iggy Azalea. Jesus, this is the album that gives this video its title. What the hell happened on this project? And this is the first time I'm listening through a whole Iggy Azalea project, because I've never heard anything good about her. And I was like, yeah, new project. I'm listening to everything important that drops today. Might as well listen to this. Well, on the first 4 tracks, the production is good. She's absolutely horrible. She's absolutely horrible on the whole album. Though, okay, she's got a couple decent features and a couple okay to good beats, but that's all there is for this album. Cover art is trash. She is trash on almost every song. There's nothing about this album that makes it listenable for me personally. I almost forgot that besides her being Cardi's baby mama, she can do trash music too. So, well, that's all I gotta say for the end of an era. I hope this is the end of the era. I mean, I wish this era would have never started, but never mind that. Let's get to the last project. So the last project we got is Just a Matter of Slime by YNW Melly. I ranked this one on my main channel. Check that one out. And yeah, this is probably the best project that dropped today. The most enjoyable one to me, easily. And yeah, I really enjoyed everything about this project. I enjoyed the hooks, the YNW Melly hooks. He didn't have a whole lot of verses on his album. There were a lot of features. I even said in my short review on the main channel that I felt like this is kind of feels like a posthumous album, which makes sense since he's been locked up forever basically. But just well managed. Like, it has good features and fitting features, like people like Hotboii who came out of Florida just like Melly, people like Kodak Black, who even I don't really enjoy Kodak Black, but it's just a fitting feature for this project. I didn't really think the Freddy Krueger remix was necessary. Future didn't do particularly well, and that song is very old at this point, and I felt like putting out a remix now on a new album is kind of unnecessary. So I didn't really get that, but other than that, it's a very good project. I really enjoyed a lot of these hooks, a lot of these verses from features. TJ had a good verse, Lil Baby had a good verse, Kevin Gates had a good verse. Yeah, overall a good album. Like, I really enjoyed this, more than I expected, honestly. But yeah, that's all I can say to that. Thank y'all for having a look at my opinions, and have a great one.
Remember back then, all them hoes ain't want me. Now I'm ballin', all them same hoes on me. Mama told me that this came with the money and the motherfucking fame, even though I feel the same. I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now.